They profess to know God, but they deny him by their works. Titus 1:16. So this video is for all those people claiming to be Christians who aren't, right? And I know this is probably going to be a video that pushes people's buttons because, you know, this is a sensitive topic. Usually people start screaming, stop judging, you're not God. First of all, I'm not judging, and I know I'm not God. But at the same time, as Christians, we have a responsibility to call it like it is, right? Jesus said, if you're a Christian, you're like a city set on a hill. That means you're giving light to everything around you, right? You're like a lamp set on a table. You're giving light to the room. You're a positive force in a sense, right? You're not hidden. You're not tucked away somewhere. So if you're a follower of Christ, that means you should be representing Christ the right way, where your light is being shined to everybody around you, right? If you're in a dark room and you're a Christian, that means you should be shining light on the darkness, not blending in with it, mixing and mingling as if there's no problem. If you really love Christ, you'll hate your sin. So don't get to a point where you're comfortable being deceived, right? You're supposed to be a representative of Christ, an ambassador. How can you be a representative and an ambassador when you're representing and ambassading for things he never sanctioned, right? That's crazy. You got to get to a point where you hate your sin. You're uncomfortable with your sin. Nobody's saying that, you know, wrestling with sin is easy, but, you know, there's a difference between wrestling through things and trying to overcome. And then there's a difference between doing nothing about it. Most people are doing nothing about it while wearing the name of Christ. It's like you're wearing a uniform as a police officer, but you're not a cop. If you to do that today, you will go to jail for impersonating a police officer. That's a felony. That's crazy, right? So if you wouldn't do that on earth, you know, why would you play with God in the spiritual sense where you're claiming his name? You're claiming to be a follower of him when you're not, right? So this video isn't meant to discourage. If anything, it's meant to uplift, right? Because there's a lot of people out there who are deceived. Don't play the fence. Choose a side, right? God said you can't serve two masters. You're either going to love one or hate the other. You're going to serve one faithfully or just discard the other. You can't play the middle ground. Choose a side today. The Bible says today is the day of salvation, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's not promised. So take the Lord seriously today.